Joining us now from our bureau in Washington, D.C., senior campaign reporter for the Washington Examiner, Kerry Picket. So, Kerry, we talked to you about 2 weeks ago in the heart of the inquiry hearings, and now here we are. We saw Speaker Pelosi today announce that there will be articles of impeachment. Is this a surprise, or is this kind of what we were expecting?
I think it actually took a number of people off guard. You had a Congresswoman, Debbie Dingell. She's a Democrat from Michigan. She was pretty surprised herself. And if she was surprised, then I would imagine a number of other members of Nancy Pelosi's caucus were surprised, because she didn't even know, and this was mentioned at the press conference today, she didn't even know that this was going to happen. And it seems like a number of members are just not too sure if this particular impeachment is going to be able to work into their schedules. It seems like this is being rushed incredibly. But here's the thing, though. If you noticed, during this entire press conference, you had Nancy Pelosi. She didn't even mention Zelensky, didn't mention the whistleblower. It was all about Russia. She said all roads lead back to Putin. And it's kind of interesting about this, because if you think about that, you have the Democrats who sort of lost steam on the Mueller report. No one was talking about Russia. And then all of a sudden we are talking about this whistleblower for the last few weeks, and now we're back to Russia again. It's almost as if the Democrats can't seem to make up their mind exactly over what they want to impeach the president over, and they haven't really told us whether or not they're going to include the Mueller report into the articles of impeachment. So this is going to be a very interesting thing as to which direction they're going to go. And I think they've sort of confused the American public as to where exactly they're going to go on impeachment right now.
And in regard to this whole debate, too, I mean, one of the things that Democrats were saying throughout this process is that maybe the Ukraine allegations are a little bit too complicated, a little bit too in the weeds for the average person to care about. In fact, Republicans have been saying that as well, in addition to their other defenses. So it is interesting to see them bring on the Russia thing once again. You hear people like Representative Al Green and Rashida Tlaib saying that there should be separate articles of impeachment for the president's racism. So they're kind of broadening this out, kind of bringing other things into the mix in addition to the Ukraine thing. Is that a testament to the idea that the Ukraine allegations just didn't stick, and so they're trying to bring in these other things to the outside, or is there a different strategy that I'm just not seeing here?
Well, just the fact that you had that example right there, and then you had James Rosen, who right before Nancy Pelosi walked out saying, do you hate Donald Trump? And then she lashes out at him, essentially proving his point. It sort of, you really have to ask yourself, are they simply looking to impeach him because they don't like him? And look, the Democrats know that they're doing this impeachment in the first term, the very first time an impeachment of a president is being done in the first term, right before a re-election, and they're saying, "Oh, this has nothing to do with politics." Really? Because it seems like they're essentially creating this campaign right before a presidential campaign, and they know that this isn't going to go anywhere in the Senate. They're not going to get 67 votes to remove him. So what's the point of it? Well, they're looking to use it to a campaign against him, or rather to use it for whoever the Democrat nominee is. So they know that this is essentially futile as far as removing him is concerned.